1 and 1. Guess what that is? Double triggers. You love to see the double trigger over here. Sir Rose Karibo. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, Jay Villain, aka That Villain J. And tonight we have a very special treat for you. Yes, we do. Because, guys, Poison Infect just got better. Yeah, there's a couple of cards in here that take us from bad to worse. You guys remember Golgari Poison Infect? I hope you do. It's very popular. It's also one of the most hated decks. Even if you're a Poison hater, you can't deny that it's effective. We went on like a 10-game win streak. I think we got one away from Mythic before the game started auto-balancing us out. So we are lethal on this one, guys. Lethal. I'm going to show you some new tips and tricks with the new cards and just the most effective way to deliver the most poison to the most people as quickly as possible. Before we do that, though, I need you to do something for me, which is, of course, tenderly press that like button, gently press that subscribe button, because if you don't press that like and subscribe button, guys, I'm going to be honest with you, you're going to get attacked by the like and subscribe, which you may or may not know is a YouTube werewolf who will viciously attack you and maul you for not liking the video and subscribing to the channel today. Join us on a stream every night at twitch.tv/thatvillainj for all live streaming goodness. We'd love to have you there live and in person on Twitch and on YouTube. We can go live in both those places. You can hit that bell and you'll be notified when anytime we go live or we post a new video. Be on that notification squad. We'd love to see you there. Check out our Discord community for all latest news, information. Post your decks, post memes, ask questions. It's all right there. If you want to share a deck, Discord is the place to be. And of course, copy of this one, Golgari Nano Infect, is going to be available down below on my AetherHub. So if you want a copy of this one, you go right down there to the description and you will find it. So, no problems. What are we talking about when we talk about Golgari Infect? Very similar to the one I did, a couple of tweaks, a couple of improvements here, and I'm going to go over the major improvements as we do. It's actually pretty cheap, too. I think we're only adding a couple of rares into this. First things first, Cecil Dark Knight. Really good, aggressive early on. Even if you don't poison people, you would be surprised at how effective a Golgari aggro can be, especially a lot of decks that require a lot of setup. Starting with a lot of early cheap cards that can just constantly put pressure on your opponent, especially Death Touching, can be super effective. This is one of them. 2/3 Death Touch for 1 black. Darkness. Whenever Cecil deals damage to you, you lose that much life. Then if your life total is less than or equal to half your starting life total, untap Cecil and transform it. He turns into the Redeemed Paladin, which is a 4/4 life link. And everyone else gets indestructible on the attack, which is super effective when going in with a horde of Death Touchers that they have to block. It's going to really rip up their thing. So, keystone card right here, an uncommon who looks awesome. That's a Buzz Droid. 1 black, 1/1 Death Touch Robot Assassin. We love to see the Buzz Droids right there. Get them R2. Very, very effective. The reason that this is so effective is because with Virulent Silencer and Finn the Fangbearer, poison from Death Touch and poison from Artifact, well, it's a Death Touching artifact, it can deliver a double dose of poison if you let it. Very, very, very effective card right there. Super good and super cheap. I'm going to go with Tragic Trajectory for a little bit of removal. We want early stuff out of our way. We want to slow people down. Tragic Trajectory is perfectly fine in getting those -2s, and if anything died void, you get the -10, -10. Solid bit of removal right there. If we're on the topic of removal, I'll just go with Bitter Triumph. I don't mind chucking a card or taking the damage to life. We are going for a very effective, aggressive strategy right there. So by any means necessary, we're going to get them out of the way. Bitter Triumph is a solid way to just get removal. So that's going to be our removal package. More 1-drops. Dragon Sniper. Good Eye Sniper, I like to call him. 1 green and 1/1 Vigilance, Death Touch, and Reach. That is a keyword salad for 1 green mana. Just a good card, man. For an uncommon from Tarkir, Human Archer, just solid. You have that Death Touch, you have that Vigilance, you have that kind of really, really effective blocker and attacker with being able to hit flying creatures too. Just good, man. For an uncommon, just good. We're also going to add in here, because we can't get enough Death Touch, this is a new one. This is Radioactive Spider. It is Fate Weaver, who is weaving the Omenpaths right there. 1 green, 1/1 Reach and Death Touch. You sacrifice it. You can search for a spider hero. We have no spider heroes. That's why we're going with 2 of these. We're basically just adding more reach death touch 1-drops into our hand. We want as much death touch as we can and as cheap as we can. A lot of times they die. You can only get 4, so he's playing a backup support to the Dragon Sniper abilities right there. Ginger Brute. This is a classic one right here. This is a food golem. It's a running cookie. One mana, 1/1 haste. It can only be blocked by creatures with haste. And you can sacrifice it to eat it like a food token. The reason that we only want this guy unblockable is because of Virulent Silencer. Again, the main goal is to get artifacts and death touchers down on the board so you can deliver the poison payload as hard as you can. Whenever a non-token artifact you control deals damage, that opponent player gains 2 poison counters. So delivering a poison with Ginger Brute is very, very effective. 10 poison counters and they're dead. Yeah, you know it. 10 poison counters and it's over with. So if you hit 5 times with this guy, just him alone, with him being unblockable, be very effective. Now here's the trick. Here is the new tech that I don't think people are taking into account as they build their poison decks or consider poison or toxin as it goes. Phenomena Recorder, also known as Peter Parker's Camera, aka Strionic Resonator. 1 mana to put down. This artifact comes in with 3 film counters on it. You pay 2 and you remove a fill counter. You target a activated or triggered ability you control. You can choose new targets for that. Did you know this counts for poison counters? That you can make a poison counter trigger again? I bet you did not know that. I bet you weren't even thinking of that this new card, basically, if I hit you with Hull Carver and I have Finn the Fangbearer out, right? He's going to give you 2 poison. Whenever a creature you control with Death Touch deals combat damage, they get 2 poison. That is a triggered effect, because it has whenever. That's a trigger. Whenever this happens, that happens. You have 2 open mana, guess what? It just happened again. As many Strionic Recorders or Strionic Resonators or Phenomena Recorders you have out, you can repeat poisoning people over and over and over again. So they get a poison trigger, guess what? They just got another poison trigger. That takes them from 2 to 4, 4 to whatever, and that'll push them over the edge sometime. You know what I mean? If they're already on 6 poison, you hit them with Ginger Brute, unblockable, it delivers 2 poison, guess what? It's 4 poison now and they're dead. An absolutely brutal combination that nobody really expects, because everyone forgets that these poison counters are going to be triggered effects. As many times as you can get them off is as deadly as you can make it. So we have those Phenomena Recorders that absolutely make this a much more lethal deck. Speaking of lethal, Finn the Fangbearer, let's talk about him. 1 green and 1 from Kaldheim. Legendary creature, human warrior. Whenever a creature you control deals with Death Touch deals combat damage to a player, that player gets 2 poison counters. Every single time a Death Toucher, Dragon Sniper, Hull Carver, Fate Weaver, or Finn himself, they get 2 poison counters. 10 poison counters, loses the game. Really, really terrible stuff to do. So that's fantastic right there. We love that. Now, how do we deliver this poison? Well, we have Biosynthetic Burst and Synchronized Charge. There's another trick that people don't talk about often, which is Trample and Death Touch, the way that they work. This card is instant. It could say 1/1 counter on somebody. They gain Reach, Trample, and Indestructible, and they get to untap. So you can either intercept somebody that they weren't expecting someone. You can intercept somebody with Hull Carver and the Death Touch, and they lose their creature, and you get to keep yours. But also, 1/1 counters and Trample is super, super effective. We also have to think about Synchronized Charge. 1 green and 1, distribute 2 1/1 counters. They gain Trample and Vigilance. Anyone with a counter has Trample and Vigilance on it. Here's the funny thing about Trample and Death Touch. Why the reason we want to give our creatures Trample as hard as we can. When the interaction of Trample and Death Touch goes off, only 1 damage goes on the creature that is blocking. The rest tramples through. So if you have a 2/2 Hull Carver, all right, and they have a 20/20 Hydra, right? It doesn't matter. They block the Hydra. 1 damage goes on the Hydra for Death Touch to kill it, and the other damage goes through. So as long as you have a 2/2 Death Touch creature with Trample, they will deliver the poison payload no matter what. It doesn't. They as many blockers as they can put in front of it is going to be how many that they kill, and you only ever need to assign 1 damage to each of the blockers before the rest tramples over into Death Touch damage to your opponent. Death Touch damage, as we know, is poison damage. So that's why we want to give our stuff trample, and why we want to surprise people with trample, because they're saying, oh, well, I'll just block it. Well, guess what? It's trampling now. It hit you. The poison goes through, and now you're dead. Boom. Surprise them. And then even so, they say, well, I can take 2 poison counters. Well, guess what? I have Phenomenon Recorder. I'm going to double it. Take it double. Take 4 poison counters instead. You're dead. It trampled through. That is how you trick people into death right there. That is how you easily lay them down into the grave, using trample, death touch, and poison. So that is what we want to do with Synchronized Charge too. You can replay it out of the graveyard as well. The finishing touch, the coup de grace, as I like to say, is the Virulent Silencer to add the robot, another robot assassin, 3 drop, 2/3. Whenever a non-token artifact you control deals damage to an opponent, it gains 2 poison counters. So you have your Ginger Brute, you have the Virulent Silencers themselves that do it, and you have the Hull Carvers. The amazing thing about Virulent Silencers is they gain 2 poison counters for each Virulent Silencer out on the board. So if you have 2 Virulent Silencers out and you hit somebody and Ginger Brute does the damage, it's going to give it 2 poison for each one. It's going to give it 4 total. If you hit it with Strionic or Phenomena Recorder, it'll be 6 total. As many of these as it has out, as many as the artifacts hit, you can absolutely overdose somebody on this and just completely wreck them when they're not paying attention. So very aggressive, very dangerous, and very unexpected. Comes out of nowhere and just messes people up. So that's why we're going to be running 4 swamps, 4 forests, 4 blooming marshes, 1 underground mortuary for the surveil and the swampland for the verges right there. A multiversal passage. You certainly could add more multiversal passages, and 2 starting towns. I know you're already yelling at me, why not Rogue's Passage? Sure, you could add Rogue's Passage as well. I know a lot of people like Rogue's Passage. It's fine. You could add it. It's expensive. That's the thing. The game is usually over by the time you have 4 mana or 5 mana to hit that off. You know, a lot of times it's kind of over and done with. But I'm aware of that. I can tell you that. I am aware that Rogue's Passage does exist, and it's a good way to get unblockable in. So it could help. It could help. We look at this here. Humans. Decent amount of assassins right here. Humans, assassins, robots, spiders, warriors, a little bit of everybody. 6 instants, 5 sorceries, 15 artifacts altogether, 20 lands on a 1.5. Very cheap, very low to the ground, very, very deadly stuff right here. Only 20 lands. I was flooding too much, and even with 20 lands, I was still getting way too much land anyway. So if you're braver than me, maybe you can cut a land and do something else with it. Nano Infect 2 with the Resonation, standard deck as it goes. As far as the sideboard goes, I think we just have a little bit more removal. Stab, nowhere to run. Snakeskin Veil for the protection right there. Edge Rover's not a bad one either, because that's a robot. It's an artifact too that can help. Blooming Stinger does give everyone who's attacking, whenever this creature ends, another creature gains Death Touch. Overprotect's a good way to get trample through as well. And Leyline Axe can be pretty silly, because that gives people double strike. And if you hit somebody twice with poison, they get it for each hit. So if you really want to make people just go absolutely crazy with it, maybe try Leyline Axe for silliness as it goes. And Rogue's Passage, yes, I'm aware of it. Yes, it is a little late in the game that we can get that through, but it could be very helpful as you want it. So keep that one in mind as we go. Nano Infect 2, I hope you like Golgari Poison. I hope you like what we're putting down here. Got me to Diamond 1 and 1 away from Mythic, and then it started. I had won way too many games. I had won like 10 games in a row, so it was the arena started to freak out and throw me some hard matches. So leave a comment, tell me what you think. Don't forget to like the video, and here we go. Strionic Recorder, that's good. We got to kill that right away. All right. Healer's Hawk. We flooded a little bit here, which is crazy because we only have 20 lands in this deck. Essence Channeler. Okay, we're going to need to use that Biosynthetic Burst. We'll put down Strionic. We'll go in. Okay. Boom. Probably is going to put down... Found a mono black control deck with artifacts. That doesn't make a lot of sense. He's going to put down Sheltered by Goats right here. That's what he's looking at. There you go. Ooh, get lost. Come on, swing it in. It's all right, man. It's going to be cool. Oh yeah, now here's where the fun begins. Biosynthetic Burst is a good one. Push him in. Next turn we can hit Resonator on it. Unless he gives me the old... No, he's going to give me that. Okay. We go in there. Alright, so. Put down Starting Town. We need 2 for that and 2 for that. Gotcha. Let's get him. Get lost. He's really debating it. Debating it a lot. He's really thinking about it. Sweating. Sweat pouring down. Ugh. Oh, he's going to let it all through. Okay. Duplicate that. 8. That flips. Okay. It's fucking Shelter. It's fucking Shelter. That will be 1, 5... that won't be enough, right? That's only going to be 9 damage. He's going to go in. Pings me for 1 right there. It's time to teach him about how Trample and Death Touch works. We're going to learn him real good about that. Real good. All right. Push in. You guys know how Trample and Death Touch works? You want to find out? Oh, okay, he's just gonna let it die. We'll duplicate. There you go. Okay, that worked. Thank you. Yes. One you don't... Trample and Death Touch has a unique interaction in that everything else tramples. Only one goes on the If they have a 20/20 blocking a 3/3 with trample, 1 damage hits the 20/20 creature and 2 damage goes through. It's a very interesting interaction. It actually, Death Touch makes trample better. It makes it better. Okay, let's put down Wastewood, Forest, Gene Seed Pollinator. Let's put down Dragon Sniper, aka Good Eye Sniper. Thank you, Mr. Stevens, for the $2. What's he gonna do here? Hemasymbiotic Bite. Okay, so we're gonna put down you. We're gonna put down Gingerbrute and Strionic Resonator. And we're gonna do nothing. You gotta be real crafty with this. You gotta be a sneaky guy. Frenzy Baloth. We'll do no blocks. We're gonna say green. I will pay 2 life. I will drop you. I will drop you. There we go. Now he understands. Now he understands what's happening. The true horror is sinking in now. If I get a mana, I can probably kill him. But it's going to depend here, guys. It's going to depend. Gonna pump that, pump that. Giant growth. Gonna tap it. Boom. 5, 8. Block that with that. I'm gonna take 8 damage. Or hit Strionic Resonator on that one. So it's 4. Dose, 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 and that's that. I just did a Dino deck the other day, Ryzen. Hey, look at that. Diamond 1 with the doses. Diamond 1 with the doses. I don't know if this deck is good or we're getting lucky. It's hard to say. We'll go with it. Hey, what's up, Drift Ronin? Bloomin' Onion. Let's start with Cecil Dark Knight. Seam Rip, very nice. We'll put another Bloomin' Marsh. Boom. Boom. Yeah, you can do a green Stompy Dino. I think this is probably control. It's probably heavy control. Not really. It's Golgari Poison, but it's really Golgari Aggro with a Poison Spike. Alright, let's do this. Well, we're Diamond 1. Might give us the counterspell here. Or the Exile or the Destructions. Hard to say with... Hard to say. Phenomena Record, he's looking at it. He's staring at it. Yes, the King in Yellow. He's very staring at me again. Looking at every aspect, every facet. Trying to understand how he can best control out. Tap one target creature. Very nice. Is to draw a card. Boom. We'll do nothing. We won't put that down yet. I want him to play something. Seam Rip, who's getting it? Maybe Ginger Brute? Oh, he's going to get rid of Strionic Resonator. Okay. Dragon Sniper. See if he allows that through. Multiversal Passage. We'll say black. Enters tapped. We'll go in. Okay. Alright, very nice. Hey, what's up, Ignacio League? Authority solos. This guy is... Ooh, this guy really doesn't want shit to happen, huh? Alright, let's do this. He's gonna gain the life. Gonna send him in. I'm sure he's got something for me. If he's running total control, I don't think he... Look, we have Myar Lithostep. Look at Myar Lithostep. It's your buddy, the King in Yellow. There we go. Untapped creatures. There we go. Authority solos. Boom. What do we got for me here? Don't put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. You put that evil on me. Double exile. I told you this guy doesn't want anybody playing cards. He doesn't want, and he doesn't want to play cards. He doesn't want the table next to us playing cards. He doesn't want a single fucking soul playing cards right now, man. Look at this. Destroy, tap, destroy, destroy, sweep, exile, exile, comes in tap. He don't want nothing. He doesn't want anything happening. Nothing happening. Forever. Absolutely nothing happening. For all time. Ooh, we're flooding too. By the way, there's only 20 mana in this deck. I have drawn, so far, I have drawn 1/3 of the mana in this deck. Over 1/3. Over 1/3 of the mana has been drawn out of this deck, by the way. And if he had an exiled Tyrannic Resonator, I may have killed him next turn. He could mill me here. It could be Singularity Rupture or that other one. Because if he tapped out, I was able to put down Virulent Silencer and double the effect. Create a copy. Okay. Alright. We're going to do this. That comes in tapped. Number of cards in the graveyard. I only have 3. So let's do that. He's up to fucking 6 right there. He's gonna run the Rupture, I think. Seam Rip, very nice. Gets that one out. Virulent Silencer. Mill any number of cards. Mill any number of cards. Okay. Down to that. Let's go in. And he dies. Alright, wonderful. He wasted his time and my time and still lost. Amazing. Good stuff right there. You love to see that. Toman. How you doing, Silent Meadows? Salty Cosplay. Toman, how you doing? Welcome to the show. Evil Eldrazi deck. Is there enough Eldrazi in Arena to run a whole Eldrazi deck? Thug Dragons, what's up? How you doing? Welcome. How is everybody tonight? Hopefully you've liked the video. Hopefully you've done that for me. Maybe you have, maybe you haven't. Ooh, I love it. I love it. I go first. I'm on the fucking rip and grip here. We're going to put down you. Hey, Raphael Hytholide. Welcome to the show. Hopefully he puts down a mana that's tapped and I can get my first. Yeah, we're going to spike him right now. We're going to spike him right now just because fuck him, that's why, you know what I mean? White, he could probably play some sort of removal now. Maze Mind Tome. Okay. There's the Virulent Silencer. Little scared of a wipe. We will run this in. If we can get Virulent down next turn, we can win. He's going to be at 6. It's going to thingy there. Okay. Very likely a split up. No, he said no. He said he doesn't have it. Yeah, I got no thoughts. Okay, good stuff. Nice. Toxic Poison is kind of like discard insofar in that insofar as if people know what you're doing, sometimes they just quit because they don't want to deal with it. Good one. We're gonna do this. We're gonna go in. Wabango. I have a feeling that this may be, this may be, there's a virulent silencer again. Kona? I'm gonna hold my mana. Nobody plays this unless they're up to something nefarious. Yeah, I have a feeling it's Kona. Kona, 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 chameleon. You come and go. You come and go. If loving was easy, nothing be like my dreams. Red, gold, and green. Red, gold, and green. Kona, 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 chameleon. No, it's not Kona. It's something even more evil and devious. Also known as Devil and Evious. Okay, we're gonna hold steady. If they're not gonna do anything, we're gonna keep one pinging them. I'm gonna hold on to these crads right here. Virulent Silencer is better when I can deliver the payload faster, anyways. Okay. Is he gonna play it? He still hasn't drawn it yet. Well, we'll put down you. Why not? Yeah, okay. That's fine. We drew it out. Do I want to... No, I don't want you to have a lander. Okay. Kona, 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 chameleon. Red, gold, and green. Red, gold, and green. If loving was easy, it'd be nothing like my dream. I can't stop singing it, guys. There's something wrong with me. Okay? I'm sorry. I can't stop singing Kona, 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 chameleon. Alright? I apologize for this. Apparently it's nothing. I like these sleeves, though. Ah, the Sarema. Very nice. Legendary creature. Yeah, it's Kona. There she blows. I will put down the Snip Snip. We'll go in for 2. We have 2 removals in our hand for the Kona Defense Fund here. And he's going to say, oh ho, not so fast, mein friend. Not so fast. I have a counterspell available. Oh, I guess I'll pay 2. Yeah, that's fine. Do I want to risk it to get the biscuit here? I don't know how much poison is worth the 3-drop. But I don't have 2 removals, so I might as well, huh? Extinguish your battleship. Deals 4 damage to each creature. Very nice. We're going to do this one. And we're going to do boom. Virulent Silencer. Wabango. 2 doses of poison. Aqua Rat, how you doing? It's a good game right here, though. The Surema. Search a legendary creature, put it in your hand. He's going to put down Kona. Does he have a Spell Pierce? We play it again. We push it in. There's your 2 poisons. There you go, Kona. Enjoy that. That's for you, buddy. That's for you, buddy. That's for you, bub. There you go. Nice. This deck is going to get humbled soon, but I'm enjoying the win rate. We currently have won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 games in a row. Which is a little unusual. But I am playing well, as you can see here. We are going to get humbled eventually, but maybe not yet. Oh, Danny boy, the pipes are calling. Daniel Hit, welcome, Sir Daniel Hit. Night Villain Extraordinaire. Oof, no mana on this one. I go first, but we got to mulligan that down to something beefy. Yeah, that'll do. We actually don't need more mana. We'll do that. Dragon Sniper. Very nice. Let's put you. Let's put you. Let's push him in here. Rose Karibo. Oh, Danny boy. The pipes are calling. I think he's gonna... No, he's not gonna go in. Okay. From glen to glen. Across the mountainside. Oof. That's a lot of poison right there. Okay. Ooh, Frenzy Baloff. The Great Shoggoth. We're going to push in. He's going to find out how Biosynthetic Burst works. One and one. Guess what that is? Double triggers. You love to see the double trigger right there. Sir Rose Karibo. Order of the Rose. I was expecting to get auto balanced a little bit there. You got to take the L's occasionally because the game doesn't like when you splash out like that. All right, let's get aggro on him. Mango. Glimpse the reactor core. We'll put down you. Put down you. He's ramping. To what? We don't know. Oh yeah, big ramping. Virtue Persistence, very nice. Huge ramps right here. Just massive, massive ramps. Probably, I would imagine that they're probably trying to get Ugin out. If I had to guess. Hey, what's up, Kitty Kate? All the cool Kates and kittens. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's say green. Why not? Pay 2 life. We'll bring you down. Boom. Go in. Okay. Cool Kates and kittens. Destroy all artifacts and enchantments. We're gonna do this. Boom. We have that. Bango. Okay. And that. Each player loses the thingy and does the thingy. What is the goal here? What is the goal here? Gingerbread again. I don't... Just to get this off? Is that... There's really not much in my graveyard that is good enough to cast, so to speak. Tragic Trajectory. We go in. Boom. He's got something in his graveyard that he wants to bring? Oh, he's trying to hit Outrageous Robbery. It's a thieving deck. Got a thieving deck here. Mazmine Tome. So we'll put down Hull Carver. We'll say can't be blocked except by creatures that have haste. Go in. Do. Let's kill it. Probably should have Tragic Trajectoried that right away because you can bring it back now. You can bring it back. Trying to hit me with Outrageous Robbery, I think. We're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good. We're on a winning streak. Now we're on a bit of a losing streak because you can't win 10 games in a row without the game auto-balancing the shit out of you. They're gonna auto-balance you. You have to accept this. You must accept this as a part of your fate. There we go. Fin the Fangbearer, draws a card. Overlord of the Haunt Woods, very nice. Boom, draws a card. Boom, draws a card. Synchronized Charge. Mm-hmm. We just got to draw correctly here. Still delivered the payload. 2 triggers right there. If we can get a Virulent Silencer, which is a 9% chance of drawing the Virulent Silencer, and he doesn't bring back a Gingerbrute, we can actually win the game. I don't know Historic Pauper that well. That's the issue. I don't know Historic Pauper well enough to do anything with it, you know? That's part of my problem right there, is that I wouldn't really know what to do. I don't know what, like, the key Pauper cards are. It's when you're off format, you just don't ever really know, like, oh, okay, well, that one is going to be a banger. So we have a 9% chance of winning the game right now. It would be a beautiful top deck. Finn the Fangbearer, no, that's not it. We have a 10% chance of winning the game next turn. If we pull a Virulent Silencer, we can get a untapped, we can get a unblockable artifact to hit. And if we get an unblockable artifact to hit, well, things look good. We're going to go in. We're going to take that damage. Finn the Fangbearer. Okay, now we have a slightly better. If we get Biosynthetic Burst, a removal for Finn the Fangbearer, a removal for Finn the Fangbearer. Deadly cover. Alright, now we're not getting anything. Sacrifice. Gain 3 life. Now we're not getting everything because he ran a wipe. Yeah, I know there's like probably a broken, busted... I know there's probably a broken and busted type of deck somewhere. Synchronized Charge, that's not anything. I'm going to give him the old Sleepy Hedron, and we're going to get out of here. There's no way that we can win now. Alright, one more. One more. We got to Diamond 1, so I'm happy with that. And I was like, oh, Jay, look, it's you. And then, like, just beat the shit out of me. And I was like, bro, you could have just given me Diamond 1, man. I'd have given you Diamond 1 if it was nothing to me. And he was like, oh, I don't fucking care about your Diamond 1. Fuck your Diamond 1. I was like, well, that's pretty mean, man. True story. Let's go with Ginger Brute. I'm still kind of tripping about that guy who didn't know how to use Ouroboros. Virulent Silencer. Okay, we do need a different type of mana here. We do need a mana. 35% chance is a little sketchy. Veil Marks. This is going to be Cravo Reanimator, which means that we're in trouble unless we get a mana here, I think. Yeah, this is Cravo. Synchronized Charge. Why not pump them up? Okay, we do need a mana, though. Oh, okay. We'll take that, then. He hit nothing. Rakdos Affinity is probably the busted deck, but you'd be solid with most burn decks. I went through pretty quickly with Impact, Tremors, Hair Appearance, and some buffs and burns. Interesting, Yellow. Interesting. Okay, last one. Last one. I think we got our footage. If you're new and you don't know I have a YouTube channel, I absolutely do, just like Mana Man. It's right there, in case you don't know about my YouTube. This is not a good hand. We're going to mulligan that. We will take that. Ooh, man. Phenomena Recorder, as much as I want you in there, I feel like making sure we get Virulent Silencer down early is going to be the key. Duress. See? Yeah, I'm glad I did it. Otherwise, he'd have just discarded it. So we're going to go with Cecil Dark Knight. Next turn, we're going to do Underground into Gingerbrute, and then we're going to hit him. He's going to kill that. Oh no, he's going to bat me. He'll take Bitter Triumph, which is fine. He's a little confused. Multiversal Passage, not ideal. We're going to toss that. Gingerbrute, you're going in. We're going to push. Okay. Bandit's Talent. Non-land card. Virulent Silencer followed by Virulent Silencer is fucking dope. We're going to hold on to that mana to try to make him discard it. We'll try to make him play a discard to get rid of that mana. Yeah, there we go. Got rid of nothing. Got rid of a whole lot of nothing. Is he going to fall for it? Okay. Got him. We went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 and 3. Almost touching mythic right here. Yeah, the Mills will. It works. You can really surprise the shit out of people with this. I think this is honestly the best iteration of poison that we have right now in the game currently. So I can't complain about it too much. Phenomena Recorder actually does a fantastic job. I think a lot of people are aware of this card. They don't really know it exists, and they don't realize what's going to happen that you can double trigger off poison. So really a crazy thing to do to people when you hit them. Yeah, so I like it, guys. I love poisoning people. It's my favorite.